Hey guys, today we're going to be making these 3 easy wire wrap designs. This one here is a vertical wrap and this one's the horizontal wrap. This one here is just through the top of the crystals. They all have a hole drilled through them, either long crystals or crystal beads would work as well. But we've got all the things that we need today, so we are using the 20 gauge silver wire today. So for each of these simple ones I'm just using 6 inches. So it doesn't take a lot of wire just for these ones to wrap through the hole and make a bail at the top. I will just start with getting my 6 inches of wire. Then to start with, we need something round that we can wrap the wire around to make a bail. I'm just using my knotting tool here, so maybe a small pen or something. And I'm going to start with these quartz crystals. So the first thing we do, just make sure your wire's straight, and then we just start by wrapping the wire around something sort of small and round, about as big as you want the hole to be that your chain is going to go through. So leaving a small piece of wire there at the end, we wrap that around twice. Then you can just gently bring the wire around the other wire, so just taking it around that side so that it locks in place with your pliers there. So just making sure the wire's poked down and it's sort of not pointing out anywhere sharp. You want it to be sitting down flush with the other piece of wire. That's a little bail there, and I just straighten it up, make sure the loops are stuck together. Then we just thread the wire through the drilled hole in your crystal. Work the wire so that the bail is going to be at the middle, at the top, so you might need to bend it. And then we just bring this other tail up to the top and wrap it around the bottom of the bail, so the area where you bent the other piece of wire around, we're just covering that. So just wrap that around, and then when it's down to the end, we just want to bring our pliers and bend the end of the wire in so that it has a nice finish on it, so that the end of the wire is not poking out. That's the first of our basic wire wraps. So sometimes you'll find the tops are a bit floppy, especially on this one here. There we go. So if you have that problem, you just need to make sure that the top part is a little bit tighter. So I just grab that and sort of twist it just to pull that wire a little bit tighter. You don't want your crystal getting damaged, being able to move around or wobble in the wire wrap. So these are all a very similar design, really quite a cute and effective one, but super easy to make. So this one here is a beautiful blue lace agate stone. So just with your 6 inches of wire, wrapping it around my knotting tool there, wrapping it around twice. Just making sure that you've got a little tail on the end that you can grab with your pliers. So again, just bringing that around that first piece of wire and making sure it's locked in and around nice and tight. Then I just straighten up my loops. Okay, so when you've got your loops there and you're happy, just poke this one through and figure out where you want your wire coming up. I'll put this on this side because the other side has a beautiful colour. again, just wrapping it around on top of the original wire that you bent around. And with your pliers, just making sure it's all nice and tight and locked in. Make sure no sharp edges of your wire coming out. This one here, this is fluorite, raw chunks of fluorite, and I'm going to do this one as the horizontal one just to show you. So these bales are a little bit bigger, doing them along further on the larger part. You can wrap them around twice. Some people do it 3 times, that's fine as well, but I tend to always do mine 2. So just bringing that wire around. I have some electrical tape on my pliers there, you can see, just so that I don't damage my wire. I find it really helps, or you end up with little nicks off your wire which can be noticeable on the end design. So again, we're just going to poke that wire through, and then we need to bring this up so that it can sit near the middle in the center of the top. So just bending that over, and then we're going to bend the other side over, sort of making sure it's nice and tight, or as tight as you can get it. And then again, just wrapping it around to make that simple bail at the top. So grabbing it with your pliers and just bringing it around. Bending the end in, making sure it's hidden. Straighten up those loops. There's the horizontal crystal as well. So really simple design, but really effective. And then you can pop them on either a chain or a leather cord